guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today, if you guys, there's another DC video. Today we're tackling, I know I'm going between Marvel and DC, but bear with me. Today we're tackling the newest animated DC film, DC League of Super Pets. Now, this is one of the newer comedies with Kevin Hart and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, in terms of their collaboration, I've really only seen the the second Jumanji movie, right? Whatever it's called, the video game one. It was a good movie. But, going to this one, I was like, all right, is that going to be funny? Is this film going to be good? DC has a history of making good animated films. I think way better than Marvel animated films. Red Hood's a great film. Killing Joke is okay, I guess. The Lego Batman movie is my favorite animated DC film, period. One of my favorite animated films of all time. And this one actually comes a little bit under Lego Batman movie. It's actually really freaking good. This film really shocked and surprised me. It's a very funny film. Not every joke lands. It's one of my first negatives. Not every joke is going to make you go, ha ha ha. And I'm not saying, oh, it's a poop joke or a fart joke. I didn't laugh, and I don't think a little kid's going to laugh either. And trust me, this film really isn't for little kids. It's definitely not a kid's film. There is some swearing in it. There's a lot of action. A very heavy, underlying message about owning a pet and all that. But also, it's... I'll talk about it. It's kind of funny. But going to I guess we'll start with the animation. It's by WAG, W-A-G, the people that made the 4 Lego movies, right? I think they made Storks, which is another great movie. I think they made Smallfoot or something like that, but basically the guys that made the Lego movies, right? The animation is going to be freaking top tier, and it is. It looks really nice. A lot of good shadows and really good shading. There's specific moments where they go into flashbacks, and you see different, animation styles, so that's kind of really cool to see. But yeah, the animation's really nice. I really don't have any issues with that. In terms of the writing and the comedy, again, not every joke lands, but this is a very funny film. I'm not going to spoil every joke, but, if you've seen the trailers, which honestly probably the worst part about the film is that it gets spoiled by the trailers. There are literal parts in the freaking trailers that spoil that are like the ending of the film. I'm not going to tell you which scenes, but it's really freaking annoying to see that. Because there's also a lot of good jokes in those trailers, Ace the Bat Hound peeing, the Batman thing with the Squeezy Bruce. There's a lot of funny jokes in that trailer. And not every joke in the film is in the trailer. So, it's not like, oh, I've seen the trailer, I've seen all the funny moments. That's not what this is. It's still funny, even with seeing the trailer, but it is a bit of a shame that, they kind of spoil, I would say, some of the funniest jokes in the entire film. But overall, I think the humor is really funny. I'm 23 and I laugh my butt off a lot, so it's a funny movie. For all ages, for sure. They do a kind of a thing, like the super fast turtle lady in the trailer. There's one scene in the trailer that she, basically when she gets a super speed, right? She goes, really fast into a field, and she goes, where the hell am I? And then if they were showing the trailer to different movies, it'd be, where the heck am I? Depending on the age, the rating of the film. But in the film, they do something a little bit different, and they don't say what the hell, but, they say crap, damn, they still swear in it. But it's funny the way they handle the swear words, which is it's actually very ingenious. It really walks the line between family-friendly and not family-friendly, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it is pretty funny. So yeah, writing was really good. I think the jokes were pretty funny. The plot is basically, without spoiling anything, Krypto the Superdog is best friends with, Superman, and, Superman meets Lois Lane, and they're going to get engaged and all that, and Krypto gets a bit jealous. Kind of like Toy Story and Buzz. And freaking Secret Life of Pets, that kind of thing. Oh, I'm jealous of that because of this, and then they work together and they become friends. It's a little more to it than that. There's a whole thing with Ace the Bat Hound. Not going to get into it because it's a pretty spoiler-heavy thing, but it's very, this film had a lot of heart and deep, I don't want to say deep lore, but it had deep plot, which I didn't expect from it's an animated movie about freaking talking animals in the DC universe. And yes, there are talking animals in the DC universe, right? They didn't make all of these characters up out of nowhere. Let's make their pets talk. Like Ace the Bat Hound, Krypto the Superdog, and more. They are real DC comic characters, right? They're in the Lego games. They're in the comics. I have a few. Bat Cow. It's real. So it is kind of cool to see that, the animals of the DC universe are actually getting their proper treatment. But it's actually a good story. It's not just the pets. It's not just that rivalry. You're actually talking more about, Batman. The entire Justice League is in this film. Lex Luthor's in the film. Mercy Graves is in the film. They're all in it, which is really cool. It's primarily about the animals because it's in the title. But the human characters do not take a back seat to the animals, which I thought was actually kind of cool. You know, I mean, the plot, like I said, it goes into some pretty crazy stuff. I didn't cry, but I came pretty freaking close. Because I have a dog, I had cats, and you know, it's not preachy. You know, it's not woke in the sense where it's like treat animals good. You know what I mean? It's not like that. It's not like adopt an animal, be a hero. You know, it doesn't do that. But you know, I mean, obviously treat your damn animals nice. You know, I mean, that really treat your animals nice? Wow. You know, yeah, treat your pets nice. And, you know, adopt an animal if you can, all that, you know, that it's in the film. But it's not shoved down your throat at all. It's extremely subtle. And, you know, look, if you have a human soul, you like animals, all right? If you don't, I swear to God, you're like an Oni, some kind of devil or some shit. But, you know, still, I do think that, for the most part, the messages of the film are not shoved down your throat, your face. You know what I mean? They very much are there. Like, every movie has a message. You know, like The Last Jedi, for God's sake, has freaking 10 messages. But this film, maybe more. This film has some messages, but again, nothing. It's refreshing. You know, there is a lesbian scene in the film for everyone wondering, because I know there are people that comment, "Oh, is it woke?" In a way, it is. You know, Doctor Strange 2, The Multiverse of Madness, got banned in several countries because America Chavez is, you know, two moms. They don't kiss in that film. In this film, there are two women that are about to kiss, and apparently it's not banned anywhere. I don't know. I mean, I don't want it to get banned because I want this film to make money, because it's a good movie, but at the same time, people banning these movies over this woke shite, first of all, get that out. Second, why are you even freaking, like, banning that, but not this? That whole idea, it makes no sense. But yeah, there's that. It doesn't impact the rating. You know, I don't agree with it personally, but it's in there, you know, because I ain't going to get that one person. I always do. Says, "Oh, is there anything woke?" You know, so there you go. You know, again, nothing impeded. It was such a quick shot, didn't even notice. It really is a very fast, speaking of like fast, you know, shots, it's not as fast paced as the Lego movies, but it is a little bit slower in times as well. I think that's one of my small baby issues is the pacing. I think that a lot of times it's very fast, and the action scenes are amazing. You know, they're going from action to action. There's a lot of wonders, and in film, you know, a wonder is like a one-shot take. You know, maybe it cuts, you know, Kingsman Church scene, 1917, stuff like that, where it's made to look like one continuous camera swap or, you know, sweep or whatever. It's in there, and it's really freaking cool. You know, there's a lot of good action scenes between the animals and the humans and the animals in the film, and it really is fun to watch, and it's a very fast-paced, moving, you know, quick thing. And then sometimes the movie will slow down and give you that somber scene, which every movie has to do, but, you know, maybe that's a bit nitpicky of me, but, you know, I feel like sometimes it was a bit too fast. And that's coming from a guy who's seen all 4 Lego movies. Like, you know, when I was a kid, the Lego Movie 1 was not fast-paced. And as a 23-year-old, it's still not. You know, I mean, that's not nostalgia talking. I just think it's a good paced film. This, again, very small negative. Probably not even going to mention it, but segueing from that, you know, woke, people are going to say woke scene to the pacing of the film, a bit quick, but nothing to really, you know, oh my God, don't see it. You know, this is a really funny, fun, and surprisingly heartfelt DC film. I mean, it's like, here's Lego Batman movie, and here's DC League of Super-Pets. Like, it is close. You know, it's very close to matching that quality. It's funny. Not every joke lands, but it's pretty funny. The pacing's a bit fast for the action scenes, but again, that's what an action scene is, so I'm probably not even going to mention it, but I probably had to bring it up anyway since I'm reviewing it. But I enjoyed it for the most part. I really did. I think this is going to be a shocker. I don't know why people don't like it so much. It's, like I said, very freaking funny. It has some really cool DC lore, some really cool Easter eggs. Again, not as many callbacks and, you know, references as, say, again, the Lego Batman movie, which is like, there's Easter egg stuff into every frame of that film. But it is nice to see a relatively woke-free comic book film that is just a good film for every age group. If you're a kid, probably older kid, go see the movie. If you're a teenager, if you're an adult, go see this movie. If you love DC, go see it. If you like to have a good, fun time and laugh at a good movie, go see this film. Again, I'm probably going to give, you know, DC League of Super-Pets a pretty high rating. And it's refreshing, you know what I mean? Especially after Ms. Marvel. It's very good to see a superhero thing actually good. We're going to give DC League of Super-Pets an A. Again, my only issue is, you know, all of the quick thing for the most part, and some of the humor didn't land. But I enjoyed it for the most part. I really did. I think it's a very fun movie. I think it's, you know, different. Like I said, I didn't expect an animated film about talking super pets to be good, or, you know, relatable in any sense, but it is really a good movie with a good plot, good heartfelt moments, and really does make you laugh. So I had a lot of fun watching this film, and, you know, like I said, it's a breath of fresh air after Ms. Marvel. And I know people like Ms. Marvel. If you like it, that's perfectly fine. I don't hate it, but it was pretty poopy. Now to see this, it's like, finally, we have something good. You know what I mean? So again, A, really enjoyed it. I would have given it an A+, but again, I had to take it down for one or two of those little negatives. I enjoyed it. Normally, again, if you're giving this a lot of A's, I normally boop or bop. I bop down a little, like an A+ to an A to an A-, B+ to a B, that kind of thing, per negative. And I had about 2 negatives. That the pacing didn't really count too much. It was more of a nitpick, so that's why I'm going to give it an A. Really, though, I quite enjoyed it, and I can't wait to get it on Blu-ray. I really thought it was a funny movie, and it really did kind of, again, it's kind of a shocker sleeper hit, if you will. I don't really see a lot of people talking about it, and if they do, they're pretty much hating on it. So I enjoyed it. I don't know. Maybe it's really bad and I'm the idiot. I don't know. But I had a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, go check it out in theaters. I think you'll really enjoy it, especially if you're a DC fan. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.